Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the former CJ Mutunga is among a group of leaders like Orengo, Mariam Shikuku, Raila Odinga, other people like Koigwa Mwere, Mada Karua, and so many other people who are fighting for second liberation of this country to allow multipartyism back into operation. Remember, we had multipartyism, then it reached a time when Kenya was turned into one-party state, which was dictatorship. And from there, people were fighting back to multipartyism and then democracy. Through Sabasaba and all those kind of fight that Raila and the team were leading, Moi was forced to repeal Section 2A of the Constitution and returning Kenya back into multi-party state. That was during a Kano delegation meeting in 1991 somewhere. So yesterday, Mutunga was in a supermarket buying some food stuff to take to the youth who have been arrested and taken to Central Police Station during a Sabasaba Day mass action. Mutunga was doing this because he was among Kenyans who were fighting for multipartyism, and when you talk about Sabasaba Day, he's among the names that you are going to mention there. Because of that, he was standing in solidarity with Kenyans who are commemorating Sabasaba Day by trying to stand out against impunity. And Mutunga has come out clear to say that, to warn William Ruto and Gachagua and the police boss that they must be stand with the rule of law and defend the constitution. And he's threatening that Kindiki, Ruto, Gachagua and the police Koome, they must be sued for breaking the law. You can't just beat people, arrest people. You know, this is forceful arrest without the real mistake these people have done. They are just following the law. Right to demonstrate, picket, present petition to the authority. So this is the video of CJ Mutunga in a supermarket somewhere. Listen to him shortly, then from here we are going to continue with this discussion.
I realized.
You realize?
I realized when you said you should come here and get these things.
Yeah.
I realized nimesahau mambo ya jela.
Hujakaa jela miaka mingi.
Because
yeah.
Ilikuwa wakati wa detainees, wakati nilikwenda kuona Katama na Ngodho.
Yeah.
You had to go there carrying fruits and stuff.
And tissue paper.
Yes.
And water.
Yeah, and the water.
We're doing a jail run. We're going to Central Police Station where the police are holding 36 peaceful protesters.
Good.
What do you think about the Article 37? Article 37 of the Constitution?
Well, I mean, it's very clear that the police are out there to protect the protesters, not to arrest them. So we have a police force that is not decolonized, all right? And I think the AG and the IPG should be told exactly what two articles, 37 and 238, okay? 38 completely outlaws this nonsense of tear gas and water cannon and so forth. And I think we should now start suing these guys for false arrest, malicious prosecution, all right?
Legal detention, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going to Central Police Station to go and see comrades have been arrested.
We'll see CS what? Moses Mutai?
No, there's a guy called Kindiki. Yeah.
What?
And you know he was a law professor in Cape Town, in South Africa rather.
Yeah, but he has become a politician and has forgotten his law. Those are the people who should be, in my view. Muturi is the Attorney General, right?
Yes.
Kindiki is the internal security, right?
Interior, then internal is actually Duale.
Yeah. So, in my view, these lawyers should be the ones telling the IG what the Constitution says, right? And the government will actually look very good if allows and protects people to demonstrate, you know. And
if they are peaceful and armed.
Yeah, and armed.
Kushikashika watu ovyo ovyo.
Yeah. Sijui ni
ukoloni.
Police force ya mkoloni. Mkoloni.
Sasa ni wa mkoloni Ruto. Chakula wafungwa ndio tunapeleka.
There are like two things coming out from the former CJ Mutunga, and it is a subject of discussion on this Punchline. But before we go deep into that, just a quick request for those who are watching, please consider to subscribe. Returning subscribers, thank you so much. And again to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you, and back to this discussion. Now, the reality is that going by what Mutunga is doing, for revolution to succeed, Kenyans, those who are in a better position to help, they must give in and help where they can. Many youth were arrested yesterday. We must not keep quiet about this. Remember, they're in a police station. Some, even their families, cannot access them to get just a meal to eat. If you're in a position to do so, try to buy something and reach out to those youth. Let them have something to eat, because these police officers are not going to provide food for them. That's one message Mutunga is sending out very clear. The youth have been arrested, they are hungry in the police station. Get something for them to eat if you can afford. So those who can afford, usikule tu peke yako. Kumbuka kuna vijana wameshikwa wako police station wamelala njaa. That's not enough. The main issue is that those youth need someone to bail them out. For the revolution to succeed and serve as a good example, give momentum to the youth who are outside here. This youth should not be left in police custody. Someone should come out and help. They need someone to go and bail them out. Mtu aende awasai. Wanahitaji msaada, waachiliwe. Kama wataachiliwa, that alone is going to send a message to the youth who are outside here that we can stand to defend ourselves. Hata kama tunaweza shikwa, at least Kenyans of goodwill will stand with us. So as those who have a chance to stand with you in demonstration against this draconian regime, if you're in a position to stand with them, please, when they are at their most need time, stand with them. Help them to get a bail. Help them with the food even. That is what Professor CJ Mutunga is trying to portray there. That's the real message. You might be asking, why is he doing on camera? Is it to show up? To show out? You might think so. But there's a message he's trying to send out here. Number one, these youth need food, and him alone might not manage to give them food. So if you see this, try to do that. They need also to be bailed out. That's another message he's sending out. So if you're in a position kuchanga hapa na pale na unaweza wafikia, please go ahead and do so. By doing so, you are encouraging other youth to stand out against this regime. So there is so many ways you can help when we have such kind of revolution or movement. If you cannot go on the street to demonstrate, si ujaribu tu saidiana kama uko na uwezo wa kusaidiana. Kama wewe ni lawyer na ungeenda kwa street, jitolee tu on a pro bono, unaitwa hivyo wanasheria mtuambie. Is it a pro bono or something like that? uende usimamie hawa vijana kwa koti, kwa ile kesi yao, na waondolewe mashtaka ambao wamewekea, because what we know this one is drummed up charges. Hakuna kitu kingine hapo. This is illegal arrest. So wanahitaji tu mtu wa kuwasimamia, na wale wenye sio wanasheria, mchanga kidogo mpeane, kama kuna lawyer aende asimamie hawa vijana waondolewe kwa police custody. Kuondolewa pia kunahitaji pesa saa zingine. Wale wanaweza kuchangisha, uweze fika maandamano, ama ulikuwa maandamano lakini Mungu amekubariki uko na uwezo, changisha kidogo, ama kama unaweza fika, enda pale police station, walipia ile bail out, watoke wakuja waendelee with the movement of fighting for common mwananchi. That's all they need. The people who have been arrested, they are just poor people. Watu labda sasa bibi amebaki kwa nyumba peke yake, hana chakula. Labda huyo jamaa, hawa ni vijana tu wako na watoto kwa boma, watoto wadogo, very young children. Wanahitaji kuona baba yao jioni, lakini they have been arrested. So wanahitaji tu mtu wakuja kufanya nini? Kuwasaidia waondoke, waende waendelee na kazi ya kupigania nchi na kutafutia jamii yao chakula. That's all they need. So that's one side of what the CJ is portraying. Number 2, which is the last one, he's saying that this one is illegal arrest. You are infringing on people's right, which is enshrined in the Constitution. Right to be aligned in a specific political party of your choice. Right to demonstrate, right to picket, right to present petition to authorities. Because their right has been threatened and infringed, Koome must be held responsible. Koome inafaa afunguliwe mashtaka. Bungei, yule jamaa anakuanga hapa Nairobi akipiga kelele nyingi, inafaa afunguliwe mashtaka. And those police officers who have been involved in illegal arrest must be sued. Kindiki must be held responsible. Regarding Gachagua, who is taking over Kindiki's role by force, he must be sued. And William Ruto must be also answerable to this. That is the situation in this country.